I went online this morning and I just saw that Lionheart
was trending.
So Lionheart, for those that don't know, is the name of a movie. I think, was it directed or produced by Genevieve?
Produced
and directed, yes. Yeah. So we had a guest on the show about 2-3 weeks ago who was on the is on the committee for the Oscar selection.
Yeah.
And apparently the movie has been disqualified.
Was the reason given?
Yes. So apparently it was not. It was supposed to be on the list for best foreign film. So apparently it was disqualified because it's mostly in English. So that, I don't know, there's just a fine line there because yes, it is supposed to be best foreign film. It being mostly in English. English is Nigeria's...
Lingua franca.
Yeah, lingua franca. So I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence about that.
Well, you know that English is also India's lingua franca. So, but India, when they do their films, there's a bit of English in it.
Yeah, and then...
But it's mostly Indian. Or it's mostly Hindi or any of the other...
Yeah,
with subtitles.
Language with subtitles. But yeah, that's a sad one.
All right,
I thought it was for technical issues, but that's surprising.
For me, it's also an issue for me in the sense that, yes, Lionheart this, Lionheart that, but it's sad that when that movie was even, you know, nominated, the drama surrounding it, it's disgusting. I'm going to say it this morning. There's something else I saw during the week. I think that was... yesterday or the day before yesterday, that also really upsets me. So some American writer posts about watching Chief Daddy, how much she enjoyed watching the movie. And Nigerians, not even maybe other Africans, Nigerians go on the TL and start talking about how the movie is cliche, how the movie is this, how was the big deal, what's to like about the movie, and I found it absolutely disgusting. Why do we always drag ourselves? Why do we always want to make a mess of what people have put so much effort into? It's insane.
So I just want to read the Hollywood Reporter. Just one or two paragraphs. It says, Nigeria's entry for the International Feature Film Oscar category was disqualified on Monday, that was yesterday, because it contained too much English dialogue. Wow.
Yeah.
And then leading to backlash from its filmmaker, Nigerian actor, director Genevieve. She's, of course, upset about it. And it says, as well as from fellow Helma Ava DuVernay. And then Lionheart is Nigeria's first ever submission to the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Did you get, like, our first ever? And then Naji stars alongside Peter Edochie and Nkem Owo in the film, which she co-wrote, and her producing partner, Chini Onwu-Gbenu. Lionheart premiered in 2018 and was on Netflix.
Yeah, so it's really sad that it was disqualified, but I guess we still have a ways to go. The truth is, if that was in the rules, they should have done some more research on it.
So if it was in the rules.
If it was in the rules, if it was stated that, you know, you have to have a certain percentage of foreign language in it, I guess, you know, they're well in their rights to disqualify any film, really. It's the Oscars we're talking about. It's not a mushroom award.
The good part of this, though, is for us voiceover artists, it means more money.
Okay.
Because very soon more movies will be done in local languages and there will be need for voiceover artists to come do the voiceovers on it, which is a good thing. I know there was a time I was contracted to translate to French, a Yoruba movie that was being subtitled in French, and I had to do the translation and all that. It was really fun. But when I watched the movie, it didn't match at all.
Even though, well, it's usually typically voice actors they'll be looking for, people that can talk.
Animatedly. Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
but I'm actually glad that it wasn't disqualified based on
maybe quality of
story,
production,
quality
and
of production. It wasn't anything about that. It was just too English.
Too
English.
Which is weird.
It is weird, and it also kind of feels like just an excuse. You know,
no, I don't think it's an excuse.
Like it doesn't sound like it's a strong enough foundation, but
it is actually. And it also brings us to talk about what many people have been hammering on. It's about time for us to embrace our languages. So many people can barely speak local languages.
True.
So it's good enough if you even understand what is being said, but some people don't even understand, and that's a problem. So perhaps it's something we need to take a look at now.
So there's something my mom does in the morning whenever she's with my kids and they're taking a shower. So she starts calling out all the parts of the body in Yoruba. And it's the weirdest chant you can ever hear. You know, things like ejika, orunkun, ese. Like, my mom would just be chanting, and I would just be watching her like, really, Mom? And then it was so amazing that after about a few weeks, they could actually identify the different, and I was like, yeah, why didn't I think of this? Why didn't, you know, so if we can, you know, let's re-establish the fact that, hey, we have local languages and all that.
It's also for schools.
Yeah, of course.
It's also for schools. When I was in school, I was made to learn not just Yoruba, being that it was in Lagos, but also another language. And what the school taught us then was Hausa.
Oh, okay.
So I could count in Hausa, and till date, some of the things I learned, I use it for buying suya.
When you're young, you know, it sinks in more. I wish I had that when I was a lot younger.
Some of our great films. I remember back in, I think it was 1999 or 2000, when I watched Shaori there for the first time.
Yes.
A couple of other films, Yoruba-based films like that. It's the budget.
Yeah,
so
because they cost a lot.
For you to create any of those films, you're talking about money is running into 100 million and above, and without guarantees that you're going to make the money back.
Yeah.
So even if a bank gives you that kind of money, it's a burden on whoever the producer is to bring that money back. Because if they start abusing you on Twitter that the film is not good, nobody's going to say
these Twitter people.
Nobody's going to say you spent.
Maybe they'll show it during Christmas.
We have to wrap up this conversation, but you can keep it going on social media. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and we'll be looking out for your tweets.
That's right.